Here are more motoring news updates still on traffic management. Should government be more aggressive in instituting drug tests for public utility drivers? This is one of the questions that cropped up after another speeding bus was involved in an accident with a number of fatalities. Here once again is DJ Suzy with a report.
The Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, or PDEA, is again calling for mandatory drug tests for bus drivers. This came about after the driver of the Valisno Transit bus that crashed onto a barrier along Quirino Highway in Lago, Quezon City last August 12 tested positive for banned drugs, methamphetamine hydrochloride, or more popularly known as Shabu. 4 people died and 18 others were injured in the accident. Drug tests were mandatory for all those applying for new or renewed driver's licenses until this was stopped with the passage of Republic Act 10586, or the Anti-Junk and Drug Driver Act of 2013. PDEA Director General Arturo G. Cactac Jr. was quoted in newspaper reports as saying these incidents prove that there is a prevailing practice of illegal drug use among bus drivers. Cactac called on the transport sector to police it, rank subject drivers to submit to drug testing.
Drug tests for those applying for or renewing a driver's license were stopped because it really didn't stop drivers from using drugs. All they had to do was stop taking them a few days or weeks before renewing their licenses. To make the test more effective at discouraging bus drivers from taking drugs, some are suggesting that tests should be made random. Continuing, will more concrete or plastic barriers help improve traffic flow on traffic-prone areas? Motorists will find out soon. Here again is Kaycee Tamayo with the details.
Motorists have been complaining that there is no longer separate rush hour traffic on Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, or EDSA. Traffic is equally snail-paced slow at most times of the day, with traffic flow slowest at certain junctions with bus stops or flyovers. And even with slow traffic, more and more accidents are reported at certain segments of EDSA. This has prompted the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, or MMDA, to install concrete or plastic areas along some segments of EDSA. The MMDA Traffic Discipline Office has announced that such barriers will be installed to delineate lanes at EDSA Guadalupe, the northbound approach to EDSA Ortigas flyover, the southbound approach to EDSA Connecticut, and adjacent side streets in the area. The MMDA says the concrete or plastic barriers will encourage drivers to maintain lane discipline on segments of EDSA prone to drivers swerving into merging lanes. Drivers forcing themselves into merging lanes has been the cause of many fender benders, causing even more gridlock. According to the MMDA, EDSA is used by an average of 260,000 vehicles daily, although its design capacity is pegged at 160,000 vehicles a day.
There is no gainsaying that the heavy volume of vehicles along EDSA is the main cause of traffic congestion. But traffic flow should improve with drivers maintaining lane discipline.